Hey guys, Mark here. This week on I Ride a Rally, we're stripping the Triumph Traffic Master. Before we get into the video, I'm going to ask you guys to do a couple of things to hit the old notifications bell as you get updates on the latest videos. And there's a couple of things I want you to have a look at as well, like my copy page and things like that, because it's all for fundraising to help with Ben's ongoing surgical costs, okay? So we got my spring channel as well, with t-shirts, mugs, jackets, beanies, you name it, I got it. Then over on a copy page then is generally fundraising to help with Ben's rehabilitation, because he can't walk or climb properly and his ongoing cost of drugs. My actual vet's fees now are up to £10,500 from the vets, etc., and from the hospital. So I do need help with that. And also, if you go on to GoFundMe.com, all the links will be down below in the description. You can see the official fund which has been set up by one of my friends, Joe, as well. Thank you, sweetheart. It's really appreciated. So we're going to have a look at the bike now. So you see, I got to put the clip in here now of washing the bike. And as you can see here now with Ben, you can see where the poor little devil is all stressed out. He's actually been pulling himself apart because he can't get out, poor little devil. And alright, mate, you all stuck in. Yeah. Okay. So I'll switch the light on now. Hiya guys, Mark this week on I Ride a Rally. We're starting out on the Triumph 20 City. Here's our little girl. We're just going to give her a start now, give her a good wash over to clean it down, to get all the crud and everything out of the bike. So the first thing we're going to be doing on the Triumph Traffic Master is doing the bright work. So you're going to get the handlebars out, and the leaves, etc., and see how much we can save of these. Because don't forget, man, this bike is going to be our giveaway once I hit 50,000 subscribers. So the more we can save and preserve on the bike, the better. We got new tyres and tubes to go on. We got all new original NOS rally brake cables, etc. I just grabbed one of them here for you right now. So it's all genuine original components, everything going back on. There's nothing will be skimped on this bike. Right, first up then guys, what we're going to do, we're going to slacken off the shifters and the grips as we move them down out the way onto the bar nicely to give us access to the inside of this rubber grip here, as we can get a straw inside, squirt some dirty foot in to lubricate the handle to get that off. Okay, one slackened off Sturmy Archer shifter. Bar's not too bad under there, so I'm quite happy with that. I got nothing imperial, but the nearest I can find to it is a 9mm. Although it's an 80s bike, 1980, more or less on the button, you can virtually guarantee all the fittings, all the tooling is straight out the 70s. Okay, so is that lever loose there now? Let's get our other one undone. A good old pair of adjustables now. Grip. That on the back. It's easier to undo the levers etc. in place, because what it means is then you're not fighting yourself without a vice or anything. Okay, so what I'm doing now to get access to the grip is use the narrowest thing you can get your hands on. In this case, I'm using a knife blade, and then stepping it up with a small Allen key. So move that out of the way, get the Allen key in and underneath, remove the knife blade. You know, got some leverage there, as you can get your WD-40 in there. And I'll start to soak through, and I'll help you get the grip off. What you're going to do now, do the same on the other side. Get your knife in. Underneath, slip in your Allen key. Or screw something equally stout. Lift it up. That's squared away. And we'll soak in for a few minutes. Okay, so we're ready to take our grips off now. The easiest way to do it and protect it, bit of cloth, old sock, something like that, as you can grip it, because the last thing you want to do is damage the grips on the bike. There we are, and off she comes. Oh, I know, as you can see, it's all nice and shiny with WD-40 down there. We'll do the same again on this one, you can see it. So, sock over, grips on. There she goes. Right. Now got to be a doodle now to slide these out the way. Here's a second or two of bend. People get on. Stop biting your stitches. Stop it. Stop biting. I'll show you later in the video. He's been biting himself. He's healing, and I got a collar for him, but he can't get around with it on. Don't see here where it's all raw, where he wants to stop biting the bugger. Anyhow, right. So I cut through the cable. Is adjusting your seas. That's gonna need some work. That's gonna go in a sink. Or WD-40. So here's our front lever off, our rear lever is off, our derailleur shifter. Now I'm not going to strip this at all, I won't lie. She's working fine, she's working perfect. There's absolutely no need at all to destroy this shifter. It's the old side original Sturmey Archer adjustment on the 3-speed, and I want to keep it on there. There's no point destroying the cable just for the sake of it. It's working fine. So we're going to have to drop the front wheel out now. Calipers are open, so we'll drop the front wheel out, and let's get that rear handbrake cable out of the way. We're going to cut through the cable. Because the cable is seized anyway. That's just going to be in the way of our work. But we're going to try and save the cable housing if we can. Okay, So wheel out now, mudguard, and try and get the... Okay, so wheel out now, mudguard off, gives access to the spring in the bottom of the column as we can get the handlebars and all separated. Needless to say, I'm not using any lube or anything on this. Number 1980, what's that? 1980, 2000, for a 45-year-old bike. She's coming apart really nice. You're on the nose now, are you? You're not going out. Oh, fairness, you've been climbing the walls to go out. I did let him out for a few hours a day actually. Vet said I've not let him out for 12 weeks. But by the end of the 5th week, 5th week, he'd already started pulling his own fur out, so I thought, you gotta go out, you gotta have a break. You imagine being 12 weeks in a crate, a kennel. It'd drive you nuts. Right then, okay, so we now gotta undo now our mudguard. As you guys can see, she's coming apart really nice. Not like the 80-60 was Superb at all, which was, she fought me every inch of the way. So far, she's coming and done really nice. So here's our mudguard. Here's our caliper assembly. She's actually in really good condition. Bring that down so you can see what's going on. Right now, it's going to be the interesting bit. How is she going to come out? Because I haven't done one of these before. If I don't do the top nut, I should imagine the fork and everything else would just fall straight out. That's nice, that came in really nice. Is there a spring in here? Yes, there is. If I get the camera, I'll show you. There you are, if you look up in there, you see the spring just by there. And we've got to get her out now as we can get the handlebars out. Boom, boom, boom. Marvellous. Like I said, she's all coming apart spiffingly. Super. Here's a nut. Bada boom, bada bing. Bada bing. Right, I'm gonna need my magnet now. You can see by Ben, he's pacing all the time. That's pretty much what he does all day long. If he goes out, I chaperone him completely, because he can't be left on his own because he can't defend himself. Right. Nice. Got a really good pink coat on it as well. Nice colour to match. See the difference in the fade. Fabulous. Okay guys, so that's part one. Stripping the front end. Part two. Pedals off. Crank out. Drop the back end out. And we can get the bearings in and start greasing all the bearings. And see what we're going to do with the body work. So hit the old notifications, hit the like, thanks. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers guys, and if you can help out with Ben, it'd be really appreciated. And this is going to be the giveaway competition for everybody who's followed my blog and keeping updated everything. This is kind of my way of saying thank you to everybody for hitting the old like, share, subscribe, notifications bell, and helping out with Ben in whatever way you can, either just on view hours or selecting a playlist and letting the playlist run. So until later in the week, I'll start the back end. I'll actually finish with the front end. We're going to clean that up in the sink, do the chrome work. We're going to put that to one side, and then we'll take off the pedals, crank arms, and obviously the chain, the rear wheels, the seat set, etc. And see what else we can do. Because I got to get to 50,000 subscribers before we give her away. So it's going to be a couple of weeks anyway. So keep watching and keep up to date. Thanks. Bye bye. Okay, you can see in here now how the rust is cut up on the wheels lovely. They're coming back together like new. And the hub has come up like absolutely brand new on the Triumph Traffic Master. So I've started cleaning up the rear wheel. Front forks are out. I've actually lubed the hub as well already. So that's been done. But I want to do the bearings next one here. So I'll take the chain off and we're going to do the bearings. And I'm ordering some paint to touch up on some scabs like this on the frame. See how it goes.